Hey everyone, welcome back to another World of Warships Blitz video. So, I was sitting there last night trying to figure out if I should try my luck to see if I could pull a ship to review for you guys. That's the Karl Johan, the European Tier 9 premium battleship. As far as crates go, you know guys, I'm not a big fan of crates. But I figured with a almost 2% chance to pull the ship, I had the extra gold sitting there. What the hell? I'll try a 10 pull for 4,500 gold, and I was lucky enough to pull the ship. Is it not a bad crate? 2% odds to pull the ship? Not bad. If you guys want to give the crate a shot, I'm not going to stop you. If you pull this camo out for it, it's decent. It's a decent camo for the ship. I found a lot of my games were very main gun focused. So getting the extra firing range and shell dispersion on your main guns might not be a bad thing. Personally, though, when I get the extra gold in my account, either through next month's Blitz Pass or whatever, I'm going for the historical camo. Getting the extra hit points and then the extra range on torpedoes, secondary battery, and main battery, I think it's going to be huge with this ship. Talking about the ship, this is a theoretical alternate universe ship where Sweden bought a German battleship and threw some destroyer torpedoes on the side. So, you get a nice little set of skills here. The secondary overload, you get 3 charges of it, you get a couple sonar 2s. And because it's a Swedish ship, they slap some, lack of better terms, Holland torpedoes on it. They don't quite have the same speed as the Holland torpedoes or flood chance, but they're a very unpleasant surprise for a yellowing destroyer. We'll just put it that way. How I've got the ship built out, how the ship stats work for me. In game with supplies, you're going to be pushing almost 59,000 hit points, so you're fairly tanky with hit points. Nice citadel and damage reduction. Like American level fire and flooding resistance, and a nice torpedo damage reduction at 20%. Maneuverability, she's pretty good. A 30 knot ship, 20, almost 23 seconds to accelerate, so she accelerates a little slow, and the turn time's manageable. You have the same model guns as the Odin and Cross of Dorn. Those 305s, they're buffed up a little bit for Tier 9 here. Just under 19-second reload, a little over 14-kilometer range with the particular camo I have on it. To be fair, guys, I never tested the HE out on the main guns. I only played around with the AP. They're pretty punchy guns. 1,600 alpha damage for these things. Pretty nice. I was getting some citadels on some tier 10 battleships, so really nice. Turret traverse is very workable. The secondary guns, you get 7 per side. They're casemates, 150s. Almost 7-kilometer range with a 6-second reload. The biggest issue I had with these was forgetting the range of the guns and what the secondary overload was going to push on there. So there's a couple times where I hit the secondary overload trying to hit a ship that was just out of my range, and I was still just a hair out of range with the overload up. So there's a couple times I wasted the overload. Nice auto secondaries. 6-second reload, 5.5-kilometer range. Again, the secondaries are a relatively unpleasant surprise in the combo with the torpedoes for yellowing destroyers. Like I said, 2,700 alpha for the torpedoes, reloads in 58 seconds. I mean, you get 16 of them. You get 8 per side with a just about 7.5-kilometer range. You don't have that massive flooding chance of the destroyer torpedoes, but solid. They're just solid to have on there. Nice little added extra bonus. Very nice AA. Look at the large caliber and small caliber numbers. 316 and 576. It held its own in tier 10 CV matches. I was able to shoot down 10 to 15 planes when I was getting when I was nearby somebody, and a real nice surface detection under 10 kilometers. I found that to be real nice. Equipment build wise, like I said earlier, guys, I did a lot of my main damage with the main guns. The 2 games I'm going to show you, I mean, you're going to see I got into brawling range with stuff, but a lot of main gun damage. So this thing's real nice to stay off and stand back if you have to, and then come in later in the game to do a little cleanup with your secondaries. Besides that, guys, I went acceleration, surface detection, and my supplies show that too. High grade coal, knock that surface detection down a little bit. Improve crew rations, get everything reloaded faster, and the refined diesel, get a little extra speed and turning ability with the ship. The one thing I struggled with here is this is my highest level European commander. I don't have anything close to this, so this is who I threw on here. I threw Swirsky on. Kind of nice. We get the extra sonar with him. Besides that, I was looking for the APCS. And I might be an ass and keep him on here with a Giant Hunter. But the big one here was APCS and Adrenaline Rush. I really wanted to have that higher level commander on here to really test the ship out. Now, we'll go look at my battle records here. This is what I played today. You can see the 47,000 game here. The enemy team they folded quick. I had another game very similar to that where my team folded quick. You know, looking at the battle statistics, 9 games into this thing. 88,000 average. Nice win rate. I can't complain about that. You know, she definitely holds her own with every tier. So speaking of the games, if you saw on the battle records, I've got 2 massive games with this ship. One was with 2 bots in it, and I think I tanked close to 90,000. And I really wanted to show you that one, and then I just got blessed with, unfortunately, a loss, but I got blessed with battleships pushing around a side of an island on me where I could kind of defend myself a little bit. And once I realized the game was lost, I just tried to go for as much damage as I possibly could. So let me get those games up for you, and I hope you enjoy them. Alright, we got Giuseppe Verdi, a Vladdy, an Odin, Atlantico, Baltimore, Wichita, and a split. What do we got? Vladdy, Key, Umahari, Chapayev. I don't know how you guys play this map on EU and Asia. So I'm just going to do my normal thing. I'm going to turn and head towards B-Cap. And just ease forward because I don't, like I said, I'm not sure how you guys play the map. Narrow spread out our torpedoes just in case. Now we wait. This is the worst part of the game, right here. Alright, so we know there are splits in decap. Our DD's going around the island, so it'll be a minute before we get anything spotted. Yeah, we know that's where the split's going to come out at. Alright, what do we got? Odin. Might as well get some shots off at him. At least they're all full pens, but alright. Another shot off at Odin. Baltimore. In Atlantico, they're just gonna, it looks like they're just sailing straight through C-Cap. There's Giuseppe. Alright, we get Odin's still running broadside. Let's lost a couple shells to the island, but let's keep pressure on Odin. Huh. Baltimore's not quite in. Alright, let's slap this Baltimore and then get behind this island, because that's an Odin and Giuseppe pushing there. I don't want to deal with that. This thing's death on cruisers, I tell you what. It does smack cruisers around pretty good. Alright. Hit Baltimore with a couple secondaries, maybe. Atlantico. I'm not worried about split. I'm going to hold off on the torpedoes. Just hold off on the torpedoes right now. Alright. Alright. Giuseppe's pushing hard, so let's turn and let's get some shots into him. Oh, can't get I don't think I can get Wichita. Let's worry about Giuseppe. Alright, we're going to dunk some torpedoes out because we know Odin's not too far behind him. And he might turn into these. That was a nice set of hits on him. Yeah, I got to help Umahari out here. As soon as I can see him, I think I might pop my secondary overload and we'll brawl this guy. He should be right about there. Oh, we got a torpedo hit. That's not bad for a blind shot. We're ship down, but... Ooh, nice smoke. I said we are 2 ships down now. About to even that up. Baltimore. Can we get Baltimore out? Alright, we're going to dunk torpedoes at Odin. I'll depend on Umahari to get the Baltimore out. And see if I can't kill this Odin. I think he's going to take Umahari out, though. Yep. We're still 1 ship down, though. Alright, couple torpedoes into Odin. Alright, can Felix take him out? Alright. I'm dependent on you, Felix. You gotta take the Odin out here, because we're way behind on points. Alright, Felix took out Odin. So it's closer now, but we're still a ship down. Alright, well, secondary overload up. Main guns out. Secondaries on Atlantico. Split's coming in, so I might drop some torps his way here in a second. Just because. Out of secondary. Alright, there's the split torps. Question is, are they going to reach me? Crap. Alright, they couldn't reach me. Can't quite get Vladdy with the secondaries. Can I hit him with the main guns? I don't think I could have lobbed the island. Oh, nice. Damn it, Wichita. I forgot he was alive. I don't think I could have got a kill shot on him back then anyways. Alright, where are we at here? 136. We're going to lose it. Let's see how much damage I can do. Alright. Vladdy's behind the island. We're just going to secondary overload the Atlantico and try to be able to pop a heel here in a second. Damage con the fire. How long can I live? Can I get another main gun volley off? Can I? Gonna be a close one. Oh. 151. Good God. Whew. Need a cigarette after that match. Good God. I don't know what else I could have done, though. I really don't know what else I could have done in that one. I mean, it shows you this is what the ship's capable of, kids. 81,000 damage tank, 132 with the main guns. This ship is a potential monster. Alright, Freedom Fighter. Duncan, Iowa, Bot Yamato, Bot CC, Andalusia. And I missed the Destroyer. Doesn't really matter. Destroyer should be spawning at C cap. I've got Batabuki with us. Izumo's up and moving. Vermont going that way. Republic. We got the Bot Conqueror coming with us. All right. Well, I mean the Bot Ibuki's going to the cap, so let's follow him in and see what we can do. I mean, worst case, I can use the Conqueror as a meat shield if I need to. Yep, there's the DD and C cap. Alright, Bot Yamato, Duncan, Bot Colombo, Iowa, and Andalusia. Alright, let's get him under fire first. He's going to cause most of the problems for that bot cruiser. Alright, dunk some torpedoes out for the battleships coming in. Let's see how this thing holds up against a Duncan. I mean, I really don't want to be brawling with one, but alright, got a fire, got a couple of torpedo hits, it looks like. 1, 2. Alright, let's take this bot out. Duncan's going behind the island. He might get another shot at me, but no, Ibuki. Alright. Damage con that. Alright. I gotta get this bot out. I don't have to pop the heal just yet. One more Duncan salvo before I pop the heal. Right. Dunk the torpedoes out at Andalusia. Alright, let's pop this heal. Main gun's out on him. Alright, Bot Yamato's down. I mean, I'm still taking fire from Duncan, but I think we're okay right now. Oh, he's moving out. That could be bad. Ow. Yeah. Alright, let's get this Andalusia out first. Now the question is, we're going to use our secondary overload on him. Damn it. Oh, I mistimed that bad. I thought maybe I could get the turn and get a little angle on him. But I'm going to try to go for that island. Alright, Torp should be back up after this. Oh, we got a couple seconds left. Alright, one more secondary salvo. We'll get the Torps up. One behind, one up front. Ow. Okay. Alright, let's get behind this island. If I can get behind the island, I should be able to go dark. It should be high enough to cover me. Oh, beautiful. Alright, guys, if you don't know what I'm doing here, alright, I got that heal popped up. The island's just as high as my ship. It's able to cloak the top, or to hide the highest part of my ship, and it's keeping me dark right now. Alright, Duncan's out. Still don't want to come out from behind the island because Iowa can wreck my day. Alright, we'll get a couple shots at him. I'm waiting to see the main guns go off. 126. Holy shit. All right, we got everything back. We're ready to go. There's the main gun salvo. We can come out now. Pop the secondary overload here so we get him in range. Forget the torpedoes. Ooh, nice citadel. Alright, question is, am I going to survive? I got my heal up in a couple seconds. Come on, main guns, pop the heal.
That was a great battle.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to call this the ceiling of the ship. 150K, that's probably the ceiling of the ship. That's where we're going to see, I think, the records at. All right, what did I tank? 81K. I mean, it's cheating. There was 2 bots in that one, but still, that's a pretty good stress test of the ship right there. She is a very capable battleship. And there's the final score of that. All right, let's see if we can get another game in.